And we return with chapter 10?
10,
11,
yeah.
of my, maternal love.
To bring us together.
It's been so long since we've read this, this will be fun.
Yeah, you probably won't know, we've been on holiday. Yeah. Actually, we've just been lazy.
I've been on study leave, I've got a reason. That's not good, actually.
No, I didn't study at all.
Okay.
Right. Last time...
we found Kagome was still alive!
Which means nothing to me, but it might mean something to you.
Well, it does, because remember, she was the one that went insane, killed her family, and then they killed her.
Right, you broke her neck, so she's in a wheelchair or something now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're under attack by Stephen Hawking. Now what?
Whore, how have you been? Surely you know why I am here, she hissed out, her body seeming serpentine mannerisms.
So she has no bones.
My hair's a dolphin.
Yes, Kagome is here, we so excited, etc, etc.
To kill me! Bingo! She screamed and attacked, but I dodged. We spent hours, attack, dodge, hit, attack. I grew tired before I finally collapsed into Susuru's open arms. Don't help him or anything, just stand and watch.
Battle sex is the best kind of sex.
So weak. Should I pin you to the tree again? Then I will win, like always. She cackled and I stood, rising. Tetsuga up. Never again will that tree take me. Never.
Take him in what sense? In the Evil Dead
Well,
sense?
it was basically Kikyo. Kagome is a reincarnation of Kikyo, his ex-lover, who was a priestess.
Yeah.
And she thought he'd gone insane and turned evil, so she basically shot a load of arrows at him and pinned him to a tree, which then wound up in the vines and kept him there for like 100 years or something.
Right, so he wasn't raped by a tree.
He wasn't raped by a tree, no.
That would really add something to the story, actually.
Yeah. Not this time, Kagome. Rest in pieces.
Yeah, that is the worst pun.
I muttered, flinging the adamant barrage at her. She screamed as her limbs were pinned to the ground. I grimaced and turned away. I can't, I mumbled, motioning at Shippo. Susumu nodded and flicked his wrist a few times, chopping her into thin pieces.
Wow.
He got shaken and he burned the pieces. A guard informed Susumu that the representative from the Neko country
oh my
come
god.
to see him.
That's basically like an entire country of cat people.
I want to go. I was kissed.
What would a flag be like?
I was kissed and taken with him. I don't know. Maybe they just like
considering
the
a cat will attack any like fluttering bit of material, so I imagine it's kind of ragged by now.
Could you imagine? It's just basically this little Neko cat face, like the 3 cat face.
Yeah.
He will draw it for you.
Carry on reading.
Why do I have to go? I whined, wanting to check on the kids. Because you are my mate, and as so, a ruler of this country as well, my lady. Very cool, kissing my hand. Sassy! It flushed a nice colour of red. He smirked and stood, wrapping an arm around my waist. Want to check on the kids? You make us sound so suggestive. I nodded, seeking desperately for an escape from this godly man's constant attention and persuasive aura. We walked in to check on the kids, and as we did so, Sota shot up and into my arms, Rin fast asleep. Did you kill her?
What?
None, sorry.
What?
Nothing. There was something on your top. It's not there anymore. It's okay.
Oh.
Ah, you sensed her. Maybe he is of priest heritage, Susumu noted. Let's see it! Let me. Ah!
Official flag of Nicoland.
No, it's not finished yet.
Technical difficulties, I guess. Oh, of course, it's got to have a box over it because it's not a flag otherwise. Irregardless, or regardless.
Now it is a flag.
Right. Where? Did you kill him?
Yeah, I meant. Sassy Koi! I poked him in the chest in warning and bent down to kiss Sota on the head. Nap a little longer. Papa and I have a meeting to go to. I blushed deeply, sensing Susumaru's very pleased aura.
So
It's
is that
even
just like
underlined.
an erection poking him in the back?
Not a thought!
Ah! Ah!
Does this mean you're mama now? Ren sleepily asked from the bed. My face lit up more crimson and I nodded. They cheered and jumped around for a while before Susumu scolded them and set them off to play for a while, taking a maid and Shippo with them. Shall we? He motioned and whisked me away to get into finer clothes. He combed through my hair gently, making my scalp tingle with an unnatural feeling. I wonder, is it because I had accepted him? Is the bond forming? He began to undress me, and I pushed him away, more red staining my cheeks. Inu? He looked puzzled.
Don't just do that so suddenly! A chuckle. Alright, do you wish to use the changing screen, Koi? I hesitantly answered, yes. I took my change of clothes and began the long task of noble clothing processes. Mother had taught me when I was so young, so that maybe I would use it in the future. I think she knew about Faber's plan for Susumaru and I. Good, so the entire family is a bunch of conspiring perverts.
Incestuous perverts.
Well, it's kind of implied by the perverts, but I continued on my changing journey, and when I was almost done, I felt a pair of hands begin to help me, and a mouth to my ear spoke. We are running out of time, Koi. I'll help you with the last layer, he murmured, sending chills down my spine. My eyes widened, and a slight gasp passed through my parted, cherry-hued lips. He smirked against my flesh and finished up my clothing. Come, he called out, holding out his hand, which I took gladly. He wrapped his hand about my waist and pulled me close to him. I looked up curiously at him. You still smell too good to be safe. Until I claim you as mine, you are still attainable.
I don't like this at all.
I will not tolerate it. He almost snarled out the last part. Then I nuzzled my head to his chest, and he calmed. Che, like I'd let them, I muttered, nose in the hair, pompously. Nose in the hair?
The air, perhaps.
After the meeting with the cat representative, peace was once more haphazardly achieved, mostly on my part. The cat seemed pleased at my presence, as if I had softened Ceci out. I probably did, to be honest. I went into Rin's room to see her sleeping on the bed.
Does she ever do anything but sleep?
Sometimes she
Apart from being a
complains.
hyperactive little 12-year-old.
Oh yeah, she's the "Hi guys" one.
Hi!
Sota passed out from the floor next to it, head on his bed. Oh, you know what that tequila's like. Oh, my parents are incestuous. I just pass out at random, inbreeding. I gently picked him up, cooing him as I went. He mumbled and fell back asleep. I set him into his own bedroom, tucked him in and kissed his forehead. I went back and kissed Rin's head, tucking her in too. Next, I took Shippo from the maid and fed him his nightly bottle before burping him. I went for his bed, and it wasn't there! What? They've abducted his bed! Inu, you will be staying in my room, tonight and forevermore. Susumaru supplied.
I read that and I'm really like creeping on her. Like, threatening.
Coming up behind me to kiss my neck lightly. Shaking, I turned in his arms to look at him. You're sure? Absolutely, he nodded, and we kissed, love filling the room. Support a logical and pleasant family unit.
I will never again, ever use something.
Yeah, well, there's probably a secret who's pregnant or something. Wonder how it work. How that would work.
I have been told things. I'm not. No, I'm not being told how it would work.
I can't remember what it is, but I think there is actually a story which goes into a horrid amount of detail describing a man growing a uterus. I can't remember what it's called though.
Although technically males do have the space capacity to carry a baby, they just don't have the giving birth facilities.
Which could be a problem.
Which could be a slight problem.
Well,
You'd break your hips.
Yeah,
actually.
I think we are almost on the last part. Is it?
You've got one chapter left.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yes. See you next time.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh bugger, I forgot to cut off. Anyway, see you next